guess what? You know, all those principled conservatives and libertarian right-wingers who are going to fight Donald Trump because he believed something different than they did? Well, that's kind of all gone away. You remember when the Koch brothers were going to lead what one headline called a billionaire resistance against the Donald Trump administration? Well, that's gone away too. Now everybody's getting along just great because they have found something they can unite around, a common cause that brings the Koch brothers and Donald Trump together for the higher good. Oh, wait, that's for their selfish good, which is that goal of cutting their own taxes and the taxes of other billionaires or rich people like themselves. Of course, we don't know if Donald Trump is really a billionaire because we haven't seen the full tax data that would tell us just how rich the guy is right now, but he's got a lot of money. And so that's something that all these principled people can unite around, which is slashing government services for those who need it, slashing the good things that government does for all of us, saving money for themselves at everyone else's expense. So how's that going for them? The answer is bad for you, good for them. Here's a headline that appeared the other day at precisely 4 o'clock in the morning. Quote, Koch brothers move to back White House's tax cut plan. Less than 12 hours later, here's another headline that appeared. Quote, White House sees tax reform zipping through Congress in October and November. You see, the way things work in Washington is if you can get the billionaires who back the Tea Party and the mainstream Republican Party and the billionaires who back and are part of the Trump administration to agree on something, chances are it's going to move through just like that. The Kochs and the Trump family together. Now, the Kochs have apparently formed a kind of strategic alliance with the president. Another headline talks about newfound unity between Koch Republicans and the Trumpians. Now, their tax cuts for the rich are on the way. There is a so-called Gang of Six, including former Goldman Sachs President Gary Cohn, representing the Trump administration, and then some Koch-backed members of Congress representing Congress and the Senate, and the Koch-backed former Congressman Mick Mulvaney, now Trump's budget director. He is involved as well, and so is the Koch-funded former governor, now vice president of the United States, Mike Pence, because the Koch's fingerprints are now all over this administration. In fact, the legislative director for the Trump White House, the guy who does the liaison between the Trump administration and Congress, is named Mark Short, and he's been a a Koch operative for quite some time. Now, don't be confused and think for a minute that Donald Trump, that supposedly great deal maker in the White House, has brought the Kochs around to his way of thinking. In this, as in so many issues, he is doing what he is told by the Koch brothers. He met with them in Mar-a-Lago, I believe it was in April. Now, so is Paul Ryan. The Koch brothers didn't like something Paul Ryan proposed, which was called a border adjustment tax, a tax on imports coming into this country. The Kochs said, no, that is a thing of the past. Now they are all singing from the same hymnal as Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, also former Goldman Sachs, spoke at an event led by two Koch-funded groups, Freedom Partners and Americans for Prosperity, pushing the Koch-Trump tax cuts. It does not look good for the rest of us.